So here's the Russian bomber and recent interim UFC heavyweight title challenger, Sergei Pavlovich. This man walks into a fighter meeting and is as about intimidating as any athlete that we sit down with. Tremendous power in the hands, tremendous speed with those hands as well. He works off an incredible jab, moves exceedingly well for a man his size. A lot of people, though, are going to try to challenge his ground game. Trained at AKA back in the day, of course, with UDC. Many people believe, though, when you're fighting Pavlovich, the path of least resistance is to get this absolute giant to the ground. In all likelihood, you are looking at one of the best heavyweights in UFC history. The man who holds the record still for the most consecutive heavyweight title defenses. The Cleveland-based firefighter Stipe Miocic, back from the team.
Going into our fight at UFC 226, he was universally considered the greatest heavyweight champion of all time. And that was rightfully deserved. By beating Francis Ngannou, by beating Alistair Overeem, by beating Fabricio Verdun. When you beat guys like that, those honors are cast upon you, and you have deserved them. Stipe Miocic is one of the greatest fighters the heavyweight division has ever seen.
Stipe Miocic ready to engage in another high-profile matchup here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Sergei Pavlovich. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Stipe Miocic.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so here we go from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, and wherever we are in the world, most fighters on this roster, to a man, to a woman, they want the chance at some point to make this walk here in Vegas.
Absolutely want to fight in Las Vegas. Before it was the MGM Grand, it was the Mandalay Bay. Now it is the T-Mobile Arena, the most beautiful arena in the world and the home for the biggest UFC fights right now. International fight, championship fights all across the board come to T-Mobile.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Back to his feet. Oh, big left hand there. Nice takedown there by the more well-rounded fighter, and not much resistance from the boxer on that attempt.
Well, the level change was so strong. He went from upright to down in his wrestling stance so quick that it was hard for the boxer to respond. It was perfect. The timing was as good as it's going to be inside the octagon. Big ground and pound.
And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action.
Let's fight, come on.
We have crossed the midpoint here in our opening round. Lands a shot to the leg. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Huge block there. Nice job by Miocic on the feet, making some adjustments, and man, that jab looks clean tonight.
I mean, that jab looks clean, but you gotta be very careful not to get hit with a Stipe Miocic right.
He's in trouble. He's gotta move. They're gonna stop this fight if he doesn't move.
Pavlovich goes in for the takedown now, and he's able to get it. Beautiful transition there after he was getting stunned on the feet.
He's gotta start throwing down.
Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Pavlovich. Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 2 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Sergei Pavlovich.
All right, so we got a new UFC heavyweight champion, and potentially a star is born tonight, DC.
He is the type of guy that makes people want to tune in. He is the type of guy that you know